So we will discuss about the definition of the derivative. Okay, so we have here the example. Use the definition of the derivative to find the first derivative of 2. Okay, so we have here the given function, the f of x equals 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x cubed minus 4x plus 7. Okay, so first thing to do, you are going to substitute all the values of x by 2. Okay, so we have here the f of 2 is equal to 2 times the value of x, which is 2 to the power of 4, minus 3 times 2 to the power of 3, minus 4 times 2 plus 7. Okay, so to simplify, we have 2 to the power of 4 is equal to 16 times 2, the result is 32. Then 2 to the power of 3 is 8 times negative 3, the result is negative 24. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8 plus 7. When you are going to add 32 minus 24 minus 8 plus 7, the result is positive 7. So the value now of f of x sub 0 is equal to 7, which is the value of f of 2. Okay, now you can solve the value or the first derivative of 2 using the definition or using the formula of the first derivative of x is equal to the limit of f of x minus the f of x sub 0 all over x minus x sub 0, where x is approaching to x sub 0. Instead of writing f of x, you have to write 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x cubed minus 4x plus 7 minus the value of f of x sub 0, which is 7, all over x minus x sub 0, which is 2, where x is approaching to x sub 0 or 2. Okay, so we have here, when you are going to simplify or when you are going to add all similar terms, so the result now of the first derivative of 2 is equal to the limit of 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x cubed minus 4x all over x minus 2, where x is approaching to 2. Okay, so if you look at there, the common variable is x. So you have to set aside or you have to factor. So the remaining value now is x times 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 4 all over x minus 2, where x is approaching to 2. Then after that, you are going to factor 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 4. So the factor is x times 2x squared plus x plus 2 times x minus 2 all over x minus 2, where x is approaching to 2. Okay, if you look at the given there, so you can cancel x minus 2 since you have the value of x minus 2 in the numerator and also in the denominator. Okay, so the remaining value now of the first derivative of 2 is equal to the limit of x times 2x squared plus x plus 2, where x is approaching to 2. Then after that, you are going to substitute all the values of x by 2. So we have here the limit of 2 times the quantity of 2 times 2 to the power of 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, so 2 to the power of 2 is 4 times 2. The result is 8. Plus 2, 10 plus 2 is 12. Then 12 times 2, the result is 24. Remember that when we say limit of a constant, the result is itself. So the constant itself. So therefore, the first derivative of 2 is equal to 24. Example number 2. Use the definition of the derivative to find the first derivative of 4. Okay, so given the function f of x equals the square root of 3x minus 3. Okay, so we have here the solution. We are going to find the f of 4. Remember that the f of 4 is the value of f of x sub 0. Okay, so instead of writing x, you will substitute as 4. So f of 4 is equal to the square root of 3 times 4 minus 3. 3 times 4 is 12 minus 3. The result is the square root of 9. And the square root of 9 is equal to 3. So therefore, the value of f of 4 is equal to 3, which is the value of f of x sub 0. Okay, now you can solve the value of the first derivative of 4 using the formula of the first derivative of 4 is equal to the limit of f of x minus f of x sub 0 all over x minus x sub 0, where x is approaching to x sub 0. Okay, so instead of writing f of x, you have to write the square root of 3x minus 3 minus the value of f of x sub 0 is 3 all over x minus 4, where x is approaching to 4. If you look at there, so the given or our value is an irrational number, which is the square root of 3x minus 3 minus 3 all over x minus 4. So we are going to multiply by the square root of 3x minus 3. Instead of minus 3, we have to write plus 3. You have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator. Then, to simplify, the square root of 3x minus 3 multiplied by the square root of 3x minus 3, so it becomes the square root of 3x minus 3 quantity squared plus square root of 3x minus 3 multiplied by 3, the result is positive 3 square root of 3x minus 3. Then, the negative 3, we are going to distribute to the right side. So, negative 3 multiplied by the square root of 3x minus 3, the result is negative 3 square root of 3x minus 3. The negative 3 multiplied by positive 3, the result is negative 9 all over x minus 4 times the quantity of the square root of 3x minus 3 plus 3. Okay, so remember when we are going to add positive 3 square root of 3x minus 3 minus 3 the square root of 3x minus 3, so we can cancel. Okay, so the remaining value now is, since the square root of the quantity of the square root of 3x minus 3 squared, we can cancel the radical and the exponent. So the remaining value now is only 3x minus 3 minus 9 all over x minus 4 times the quantity of the square root of 3x minus 3 plus 3, where x is approaching to 4. Okay, so then we are going to simplify 3x minus 3 minus 9. The result is 3x minus 12 all over the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of the square root of 3x minus 3 plus 3. Okay, so after that, we are going to factor the numerator. The common value or the common term there is the numerical value, which is 3. We can factor as 3. So 3 times x minus 4. Because when we are going to multiply 3 times x minus 4, so the result is 3x minus 12. So we can cancel now the numerator and the denominator, which is x minus 4. So the remaining value now is only the limit of 3 all over the square root of 3x minus 3 plus 3, where x is approaching to 4. Then after that, we are going to substitute all the values of x as 4. Okay, so we have here the first derivative of 4 is equal to the limit of 3 all over the square root of 3 times 4 minus 3 plus 3. Remember that 3 times 4, the result is 12. Then, minus 3, the result is 9. So, the square root of 9, or the limit of 3 all over the square root of 9 plus 3, where x is approaching to 4. So, when we are going to find the value of the square root of 9, the result is 3. So, the value of first derivative of 4 is equal to the limit of 3 all over 3 plus 3, where x is approaching to 4. And 3 plus 3 is 6. So, we have here the limit of 3 over 6, where x is approaching to 4. So, we are going to reduce 3 over 6 is 1/2. So, therefore, the value of the first derivative of 4 is equal to 1/2. Example number 3. Use the definition of the derivative to find the first derivative of negative 3. Given the function f of x is equal to x minus 3 over x plus 4. Okay, so we have here the solution. We're going to solve first the value of f of x sub 0. Okay, to solve the value of f of x sub 0, we are going to substitute the value of f of x as negative 3. Okay, so f of negative 3 is equal to negative 3 minus 3 all over negative 3 plus 4. When we are going to simplify negative 3 minus 3, the result is negative 6. All over negative 3 plus 4 is positive 1. When we are going to divide negative 6 divide 1, the result is negative 6. So therefore, the value of f of negative 3 or the value of f of x sub 0 is equal to negative 6. Okay, then after that, you are going to solve the first derivative of negative 3 using the definition. Okay, so the first derivative of f of x is equal to the limit of f of x minus the f of x sub 0 over x minus x sub 0, where x is approaching to x sub 0. Okay, so substitute instead of writing f of x, you have to write x minus 3 over x plus 4 minus the value of f of x sub 0 is negative 6 all over x minus negative 3, where x is approaching to negative 3. When we are going to simplify, we have here x minus 3 over x plus 4 minus 6, it becomes positive 6 over x minus 3, it becomes x plus 3. Then after that, we are going to find the LCD. To find the LCD of the numerator, we have x plus 4. Divide x plus 4, the result is 1 multiplied by the numerator, which is x minus 3, plus x plus 4 divide 1. The result is x plus 4 multiplied by the whole number 6. So it becomes 6 times x plus 4 over x plus 4 all over x plus 3, where x is approaching to negative 3. Then we have here, remove the parentheses, then simplify x minus 3 plus 6 times x is 6x. Then 6 times 4, that is 24 over x plus 4 all over x plus 3, where x is approaching to negative 3. Okay, so remember that x plus 6x, the result is 7x when we are going to combine all similar terms. The negative 3 plus 24, the result is positive 21 over x plus 4 all over x plus 3, where x is approaching to negative 3. Okay, so we are going to factor 7x plus 21. So the common there is 7. Okay, so the remaining value or the factor is 7 times x plus 3 over x plus 4. Then we are going to find the reciprocal of the divisor. Since our divisor is x plus 3, when we are going to find the reciprocal, it becomes 1 over x plus 3. Remember that when we are going to multiply the numerator by numerator, denominator to denominator. So if we look at there, the numerator, we have the value of x plus 3 and also x plus 3 in the denominator, so we can cancel. So the remaining value now is 7 times 1, which is equal to 7 all over x plus 4, where x is approaching to negative 3. Then after that, we are going to substitute the value of x as negative 3. So it becomes the limit of 7 over negative 3 plus 4, where x is approaching to negative 3. Then we are going to simplify. We have here 7 over negative 3 plus 4 is 1. 7 over 1, the result is 7. Remember that the limit of 7 is 7, or the limit of a constant is itself. So therefore, the first derivative of negative 3 is equal to positive 7. Thank you for listening, and God bless everyone.